When I was asked to put some remarks together celebrating Mickey's departure, after 50 years at Saint Ignatius, the first thing that came to my mind was, when did I first meet Mickey Benedict? And, I really have to confess, I couldn't think of a specific time, a specific place. Could have been in maybe the late 60s, could have been in the early 70s, probably at some event for faculty and staff. I remember vividly when her son George came, to St. Ignatius. I had George in class, so I knew Mickey as a parent, and her husband, George. I think the more intimate contact with Mickey began when the school started the long process of bringing technology into our institution. I remember getting an old 386 computer when some parent was unable to pay the full tuition for his son and offered the school this 386 computer, and the treasurer's office took it, and then they weren't sure, well, who would like to use it. Nobody was really using even computers that much at that time. So I remember I took the computer to try to learn about desktop publishing using this old 386. But then as I used the computers, and as computers came more ubiquitous around the school, Mickey, who took the role of being the lead technology person, we had more and more contact then. And I think most of the people who've been here for let's say less than 20 years certainly know Mickey probably just in that that role. In the last 5 years, when I embarked on one of my many weight loss campaigns, Mickey was kind enough to join me at noontime, going around the track. I was probably available every day, but I was amazed at how many times Mickey was unable to join me in those walks because of her job. It's absolutely amazing, and I don't think enough people really appreciate how she was on call at all times. There was no real, lunch hour for her. She was always available. She was always answering some kind of call. She was somewhere, on campus. I think she was the most unselfish, hardworking person, really, that I've known in the years that I've been here at Ignatius. I'm not going to get emotional. I'm going to tell you this. She certainly is going to be missed by those of us who really, care about the school and care about its success as an institution, because she was such an important part, for so long. Now, she leaves at 50 years, and she knows that I had my own kind of goal at getting to that 50-year mark. So when she told me that she was going to be retiring this year, her only remark was, she says, well, now you can go for the 51. Well, whether I do or not is unimportant. It's her 50th that we're celebrating now. And to Mickey and George and her whole family, I wish you only the best.
My most fond memory of Mickey, I guess when I started here 15 years ago, my dad told me that there was one person that I should really get to know, and that was Mickey Benedict. He had worked with Mickey in the late 70s and early 80s, and he had helped her start one of the first databases here. So she's been a techie ever since she first started working with old punch cards and databases in the alumni, first alumni database. And when I first started as a teacher, he said, there's one person that you should trust and you should get to know, and that was Mickey. And so I made my way down there and introduced her myself, and she remembered me. She has a mind like a steel trap, of course, and she remembered me from when I was a kid, working the scholarship drive with my dad, and very fond memories of me dressed as the Wildcat, passing out balloons and working the old spaghetti dinner, and wandering around handing out prizes to people when they did the drive. So I've had very good memories of working with Mickey for 15 years now. She's always been somebody that you could count on and trust and rely on for getting a straight answer, and knowing what's best for the school. And if there's one thing that I've learned from her, is to put the school first. Is Saint Ignatius comes first. And so your bosses will come and go, as she'll tell you, and there's some great stories about people that have come and gone over the years, but it's people like Mickey and the long-timers that look out for the best of the school and the best interest of the students that really make a difference. So I'll always remember that from her, and appreciate everything that she's given to me as an opportunity to work in technology. So thank you very much, Mickey, for your service and for your love and dedication to the school and to me as an individual. And I'm glad you're still a part of my life and my family. So thank you.
Hi, Mick. How are you? The thing I'd like to share with people is how 20 years ago we, Saint Ignatius High School, had maybe 30 computers on campus, and all the offices had the dumb green screens. But you were given the charge to update our campus, and now we have over 600 computers. All the offices have nice computer systems and nice sound systems in the classrooms. That's all because of your hard work and dedication. So you have pulled us kicking and screaming into the 21st century, and for that we are grateful. And you did it not because you'd get a pat on the back and you get a dad a girl, but you did it for Saint Ignatius High School because you love Saint Ignatius High School. You get it, Mickey, and that's a good thing. So thank you.
Well, Mickey, I guess you're the first one out, so you're the one that gets to write the book. I know it's been many years since I was a young pup here. I taught your son, and I've been very privileged to work with you in all the different jobs that you've taken on at this place. And as John mentioned just before me, it's not the students and it's not the people, it's the school. And every year there are new students, but it's the living testament of people like you that have devoted their entire life to the education, to the good times, to the growth of the institution. It's always going to make this place a wonderful place. Regardless of your feelings toward Mac and Windows, I see you saw the light even toward the end of your time here that we were right. Mac is your friend, but nothing will ever take the place, Mickey, of all the support you gave to me as a young teacher, to John, to the fine arts, to the school in general. No amount of time and money can ever repay you for the dedication and the heart and soul that you put into this place. You and George and Georgie and all the other people that have come into contact with you will take with them memories for life of the good-hearted woman who put the best interests of people above the institution. And if that's the legacy that you take with you, Mickey, we should all be so lucky. Bye, dear, and enjoy.
Hey Mickey, congratulations on your retirement. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be here today for your party, the social, but I'm certainly there in spirit. One of your biggest fans, biggest supporters. I love it, Mickey, how you could always march right up to me and tell me how you felt and say, Father Murphy, this is the way we should do it, and it was cut and dried, and you always had your eye on the goal, always on the right things. And in some of my darkest days here at St. Ignatius, you were the one who would march into my office and say, Father Murphy, I want you to know you're doing the right thing. I support you. And Mickey, that always meant a lot to me. Your great spirit, your wonderful persona, your hard work, the way you work with the boys, and your care for me personally. I miss that already. I know we'll see you around, but happy retirement, Mickey. We love you. Thank you so much.